Saudações a si que nos acompanha, bem-vindos a mais uma grande entrevista do Jornal Mercado. Nesta edição temos como convidado especial o embaixador de Israel em Angola, Shimon Salomon. Aqui aos dos meus cumprimentos, muito obrigado pela disponibilidade. Nós vamos ter uma entrevista no mesmo formato, mas de uma língua diferente, por questões de idioma. O embaixador fala inglês e nós vamos ir com a entrevista na língua inglesa. Entretanto, vamos ter o apoio técnico cá embaixo, que vamos ter a tradução em língua portuguesa. Mr. Solomon, thank you. Thank you.
Very much.
We're going to talk in English, but I saw that Mr. Solomon nasceu na região de Tigray, na Etiópia, e depois emigrou para Israel em 1980, na operação The Brothers, né? Brothers Operation.
Yes.
Depois, entre 2005 e 2007, trabalhou na Embaixada de Israel em Addis Abeba, Etiópia, e agora é embaixador de Israel em Angola. Mr. Shimon, is your first time as an ambassador?
Yes, as ambassador is the first time, but you know, to be around the diplomacy and to know Africa, it is not new for me.
It's not new for you. Thank you. How did you receive the news to be an ambassador to Angola?
Yeah, before, first of all, many years I'm working in Africa, and I see the importance of the relationship between Africa and Israel. And in some countries I worked for years, for example in Ethiopia, as you mentioned, yes, and also in Rwanda, and other places also, even from the parliament. I was like kind of the head of the friendship between Africa and Israel, and I used with the foreign minister in that time, 2015, to visit Africa to encourage the relationship, to strengthen the relationship. So after I have been in the parliament, I was director of high school agricultural school, and then the foreign minister, the one I was there in the parliament, that the same party, he mentioned me directly by himself, and I am very happy for that, especially when I heard it is Angola, including DRC, Mozambique, and also Sao Tome and Principe, because I see the potential, I see that we can do many things. This is why I'm happy to be here.
Well, is your first time here in our country?
Yes.
Oh, in your mission, what will you prioritize?
There are many. There are many, but let me say, during this time, I would like, it's better to learn, to see, to be part of the country here, especially to know the officials and the needs of the country, the way how they working, you know, this is new place. So it's better to learn first, and I'm 1 month here. And then I have so many ideas. I am sure, finally, we will have priority, and it will not be 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes there are some things together that we can push and we can promote in Angola. So I'm learning now.
It's learning. It's looking to our country. Yeah, but in January of this year, we received the special invite of the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Israel, Ido Mohamed,
Yeah.
who stated that Angola is on the top of your agenda and priorities.
It is true.
Is also
It is true.
Is true.
Mine also, because, as I said, I see the potential, the economic potential. We have a lot of things, common things between Angola and Israel. If you compare, even the liberation, the Independent Day year is in Angola is 1975, I think, and Israel in few years before. In Africa, it's not so far to Israel. So, of course, we have a lot of business economy things that we can do. Mashav, Mashav is the agency, the Israel agency for international cooperation in agriculture and technology and education and solar energy. You mentioned it can be many things that we can work together, not only business, not only companies. Also, the Israeli agency, by the way, it belongs to the foreign minister. It is a big department. They're working everywhere in the world. As you know, we are expertise with many areas, especially the agriculture, as I said, technology, solar, green area, many things. For me, and also for almost 1 year, no ambassador here, Israeli ambassador. So of course it's create a little bit gap. So my plan is to strengthen the relationship in every area, especially with the government. And also, even if we see the religion issue, as I see Angola is very Christian country, more majority, kind of Christian, but Christian. And Israel, the holy place, Jerusalem, Nazareth, Bethlehem, so many places that the religion people can visit. For that, we have to organize it, to make it easy, to make it available in many different ways. So I have many plans. So this is why I'm happy to be here, because we have so many things that we can do here. 2015, I made a tour with the foreign minister, Israeli foreign minister, Avigdor Lieberman. I was pushing as the head of the Friendship Africa-Israel. I used to say we have to do more in order to improve the relationship between Israel and Africa. And I remember in that time, in 7 or 8 days, we have in 5 countries. If I remember, it was in Ethiopia, in Kenya, in Rwanda, in Ivory Coast. Yeah, Ivory Coast and also Ghana.
This year?
No, 2015.
2015.
So what I want to tell you is my ambition, my approach to Africa. And in Angola, of course, the potential here, this beautiful country with a lot of potential, with different areas that we have to working very hard in order to make it also to implement it in the field, not only in words, also to work in the field to make the relationship good, better.
Yes. In this way, how do you look to the Angolan economy?
I still researching, but the potential is very high, of course. The potential is high in different, if you see in agriculture, if you see the water issue, if you see the diamond issue, even the gold, I don't know, the oil. So there are so many potential. I'm going details to learn how it is, the economy, the export and the import between Israel and Angola is very low. If I compare from 2016 until 2020, the export from, at least the official, the one who published it, I don't know, if something in between. But if we see between 2016 2020, the export is around less than $500,000. The export and the import.
$500,000?
Half, yeah. But as I said, I see the potential. We can do many things in different area. And this is what we will going to work on it. You see, I say about the import and the export and the potential of the economy. I see one data about in Angola. I am researching, I am learning. I see the ages in Angola. Between until 14 years old, there are 48%. 48% from the population is under 14 years old. And 66% from the population is under 24. It's amazing. It's meaning, this modern country, if you do different things, changes, the development in different area, this is young country, very young country. You see, 66% from the population under 24. It's meaning the sky is the limited that you can do here. So this is why I am optimistic that you asked me about the economy. These data make me optimistic that it can be better. It's good now, but it can be better also.
Do you have already a meeting with an Israel businessman here in Angola?
Not yet. I know them, some, but I told you my priority now, I am more or less month here, just to see and to learn the country, the law, the business, the economy, the way the life, in macro level, in micro level. So I will meet with them, but for now, my priority is to learn the country more. But I will do it in the future.
But Mr. Ambassador, what is the problems that have normally this businessman had? The problems?
I don't know details, but I guess that it will not be the last interview. This is my focusing in the future, the next months, to meet them and to see the challenges. One thing I know, when I was in the parliament, after that, I was board member in the Africa-Israel Chamber of Commerce. And in that chamber, there are almost all the businesses, the Israeli companies in Africa, they are almost all of them, they are there. And since they knew that I'm coming here, sometimes full day I was meeting companies who wishing to come here and to present to me the different activities, the business activities, in order to promote them here also when I will come. Many companies. It's meaning a lot for the country. These people, to research, to know, to see the potential, and to go after. And before I came here, I met many, sometimes full day, every 30 minutes, to meet another company who wish to come here. So it's meaning a lot about the wish and also the plan that they have to here.
Yes, I was talking about companies, but what kind of projects Mr. Ambassadors and the businessmen want to implement here in Angola?
The businesses?
The country about...
Oh, the country. So you mean Mashav. When you see the country,
yes.
I told you, in Israel, we have very nice Mashav is the agency.
Of trading?
Yeah, it's not trading. It is international, I can say. It is Israeli knowledge in different areas. But this is very strong department that it's like kind of philanthropy. The country philanthropy to the different countries in different areas, especially in Africa and also in South America, and in Israel. Thanks God, we have a lot of knowledge. By the way, because of the problems that we have. Israel is a desert country, very poor natural. There is not minor natural asset, nothing. So when you have problem, you start to think to solve the problems. I used to say in south of Israel is a desert. Sinai, Sinai desert.
Yes.
The border to Egypt. It's desert, really. You see only salt. But by the technology, by many tools, this desert sometimes it's like you can see like heaven. Green, grapes, vegetables. You see in the desert, this small, sometimes high technology and sometimes low system.
And you want to implement here in our country?
So I mean, we will see. We have the wish. I want to do it. I want to do so many things, but it's like tango. For dancing tango, you need two people.
Yes,
so
yes.
This is why I told you before, my strategy is to have partners here, to know the people here, the officials here, and to do the things together.
Well, Mr. Ambassador, Israel is also Angola's fifth largest creditor. The statistics of National Bank of Angola say that Angola's debt with Israel is valued about $2 billion. How is going the debt process?
I still study on that, but the system, there is a very big company with Ashra. Ashra is kind of, for any country, there are like the insurance company by the country. So in Israel is Ashra. Ashra giving insurance or a guarantee for different companies who doing businesses in different countries. So in general, I don't know details, but in general, sometimes the company can get the money from the insurance, but the country dealing with the country because the insurance. So I don't know if it is 2 billion or 2.5 or 2.18. There are different datas.
Yes.
So I'm going to learn it, but I know the situation also from the Chamber of Commerce. I know this system very well, and I will know much in the future, because this is things that you have to research and to deal with the companies, with the country here, also especially with the economic department in the foreign minister in Israel. So I will know more better in the future for that.
Well, what assessment do you make of the relationship between Angola and Israel?
As I see, I have few meetings with the foreign minister. Also, I have the privilege with His Excellency, the President, for a few words.
Oh, okay.
According during the time of credential. Submitting
last month? Last month?
No,
this month?
1 week ago. 1 week ago.
1 week ago.
Yeah. What I'm understanding now, what I am hearing, and what I see is there is wish, there is good approach. We have good spirit to promote, to strengthen the relationship between Angola and Israel. And for sure, after the declaration, after the good feeling, we will see how it will be in the field. One thing I can say very clear, the foreign minister, I know him very well. I can say even he's my friend, good friend in Israel. And I have meetings with different officials in Israel, ministers in Israel. We are ready and we're willing, much as possible, to strengthen the relationship. But as I said, now as ambassador, I have to work on it, how to implement in different areas between Israel and Angola. I have plan, but it's not one show, one person that we can do. We have to be together and to see what we can do together.
Well, in this way, what we can expect from the relationship between those countries for next
Many
years?
things, many things. For example, if I can take the agriculture issue, I just submit something that catch my eye. Desert in the south as water problem. And in Angola, there is, I think, in 2022, the national program is Water for All, I think.
Water for all?
Water for all.
We got this problem.
And you know, in Israel, we are so specialist with that issue. You know, we have small river, small lake, the Galilee Sea. We used to use for water, for agriculture, for everything. We used to pull the water from Galilee Sea north to south. And it's become less and less and less. It's almost to finish. This creates many ideas in Israel. And now from the desert you can use the water. From every house you can use circulation to do for agriculture. From the sea we use for drinking. You know, so many ideas we have. And it is, you know, by the way, next month there is international conference in Dakar, I think in Dakar, about the water issue in the world. Water is, you know, it's global problem. In Israel, we are among the experts in water. So why not to cooperate? In mineral, so you have here so many minerals, so many sources. In Israel, if you, everything that you can catch, the technology, they are experts in many, many things that you can raise in your mind. So this collaboration, even the diamond issue. In Israel, we have the Israeli exchange diamond, very, very known and very big, so institute. And here we have, I know, you have the sodium, also the indiama. So why not to cooperate? In cyber, solar issue. You know, solar, you have here, you are rich in sun. We have sun here. It's not dark like in Europe, like in other countries. The solar issue can solve so many problems. And one of the biggest solar companies in Israel is in South. So there are many ideas. With this collaboration, it can be only to grow together. So many things that we can do together.
Well, thank you, Mr. Ambassador. We're happy to be here and to accept our interview. Thank you very much. Do you want to say something to us? Yeah,
I would like to say I will use to my experience as the parliament member, former parliament member, and also educator, and Africa, so many experiences in my age. Also as African, not only like the Israelis, as African from Ethiopia who living an Israeli full. But this bridge, these things, I think, I can say for the Angolan nation, my commitment, it's very high. And I came here to work. And I'm optimistic, and I know we will do many things. Thank you very much.
Terminamos então assim a nossa grande entrevista com o embaixador de Israel em Angola e até à próxima edição.